In a world where modesty meets innovation, we ask one question. What if you could find the perfect Islamic fit without ever stepping into a store? Welcome to the future of fashion. Welcome to AI Islamic virtual sizing. At Digital Software Market, we're building the next wave of smart technology that's tailored to your values. In this series, we'll take you behind the scenes of our AI-powered apps, starting with our pioneering AI Islamic virtual sizing tool. From hijabs and abayas to thobes and layered fits, we'll explore how AI is reshaping the way Muslims shop, ethically, accurately, and confidently. So today, at Digital Software Market, we have our IT executive and our AI engineer. We have Mr. Walid Ajmal. Tell us a bit about this virtual sizing, man. Let's get into it. So, what is AI Islamic virtual sizing and why was it created?
So I believe, it will definitely take a lot of tailors out of job. The whole purpose is to actually easing the process of scanning yourself and simply getting all your measurements. So now you do not have to go to a special tailor to actually order that piece of cloth you always wanted to order. Now you can just go onto the product page and then you can just click a few buttons and then you'll have the tailor right at your home, right in your pocket.
Nice. Okay, Mr. Walid. So basically, tell us, man, how accurate is the app, bro? People need to know, man.
So for the accuracy part, what I would want all the customers or all the users to consider is the accuracy is really dependent on them. So depending on how you're using the app, the accuracy actually differs. From our testing, it was more than 90% even. But the problem is a lot of our users, when we did A/B testing and then we got users to actually try it on the Zohar.store website, we actually saw that people were actually using it with scarce and then not appropriate distances or not even appropriate lighting. So what
Yeah.
that caused was that the accuracy was drastically down. For some customers, we even got complaints of going down to 60%. But when we debugged, we later on got to know that it is all because of the single problem that they're not following the instructions. So now if you go into the virtual sizing, you can go into any Islamic product that we have listed on the website. You just click a button and then what would instantly happen is you will actually get a tutorial on how to actually record a proper photo. So it will tell you all the instructions step by step. So it will tell you to clear your neck, because one problem thing is that people, they do it with kefias or they do it with different neck based accessories. So what happens is we cannot calculate the height properly due to it. And then we have other issues as well. So the easiest way is that you do not have anything on your neck nor any hat or such accessories. You stand at an appropriate distance and then you have great lighting. And then of course you need to make sure that there's no obstacles in between. So you record the best picture, and then you can even, because it's not necessary that you specially record or capture a photo for uploading to the sizing. What you can even do is just find a photo out of your gallery and then just use that. But it just needs to be a nice looking one. Doesn't really matter that it needs to be any specific, just a nice one, and then I think it will work. But still, to ensure that kind of accuracy and then the perfect fit for your thobe, I would recommend 100% to actually follow the tutorial step by step to record the best photo.
That's awesome. So let's keep moving on. So how does the tool help users find the perfectly modest, well-fitting Islamic apparel from home?
I'll run you through the process. So there's a lot of effort into the single word AI. We hear it every day, artificial intelligence. But behind the story or behind the scenes, there was actually a lot of effort put onto it. So there was a whole process we had to go through to actually just make sure that it works for Islamic products. Because the problem is we would have thousands of other virtual sizings that actually work for, let's say work for Western clothing, a pant, a coat. But the problem is that it doesn't work properly for a thobe. It's not able to get the correct measurements for the thobe. And then even if it gets the correct measurements, it doesn't get you anything. You get the measurement and you still need to go to a tailor to actually get it made. But now I think what our AI enables us to do is just put it on online stores like Shopify stores, like Zohar has it. You can just go to Zohar and it's a one-stop shop for you. You can just go there, get your sizing and get your thobe in under a week. So it's all set for you. And then it was a lot of effort put into the single word, as I said. So there was a whole process. The first one was data pre-processing. So what we did was we already have a customer base of over 100,000 customers. So we actually used all the pictures or all of these customers who were already used or who were already entrusted us with this data to be actually training the AI on. So they've used our old portal, which just meant that they uploaded their pictures in sizes manually, and then we had a tailor get it checked. But now we're actually using the same images to train the AI, and then once we have trained the AI, now it is able to analyze and give better results than any other AI in the market. So there's a whole process. Like I said, we went with pre-processing, then data labeling. We had to label each image properly with different sizes, heights, and everything. And then we had to run through the AI model pipelines and then check the outputs. And then at the end of the day, we had this AI, which is working quite perfect right now. You can go to Zoho.store and it will be working for you.
Yeah, that's really awesome, man. So guys, shout out to Zoho.store. Check them out. They're the first ones in the world to actually introduce this. Share it and make sure you guys go and check it out for yourselves. Don't forget. Let's keep moving on. So which features set this app apart? Like, say for example, like the body scanning, modesty presets, or like real-time sizing recommendations. What do you guys think?
I think one of the greatest feature myself is that it's actually enabling people all around the world to be actually, because let's say we're living in a rural area, or we're living in such an area that
Yeah.
we do not have even an access to a tailor. Or and then I love the quality of the clothes with a lot of companies and then a lot of stores similar to like Zohar, one of the best quality. And then these are bespoke material, the quality and everything is perfect. But the problem is a lot of people who really want to order it, they have everything, all the resources and everything, but they can't order it because they're living far away, and then they actually do not want to travel all the way to a tailor. Like, who will just take out their car or order an Uber or something to go such far distances just to go to a tailor and then get your sizing and then upload the sizing on the website, or upload or give the sizing to the tailor. Now it's allowing thousands of people around across the globe to actually just take a picture and it's all done. Like, there's no other I don't think there's no other complications to it. Like, that's it. One of the best features is just easy, that you do not have to do a lot of effort to actually try it out or do anything at all. It's just easy. That's one of the main features. And then of course we've tried to make it as real time as possible. So as you snap your picture, it should return you with results. And then I think one of the most important feature, which a lot of people will not actually see at the front end, is how the integration is done. So the integration across platforms like WordPress, Shopify, even custom platforms is so simple that you can just add a plugin and then it will be, that's it. Like and then we're actually going forward to giving the 7-day free trial, or like even 1 month, 3 month free trial for people to actually trying it out, because it's as simple as just downloading the app onto the store and it's done. You do not have to do anything extra. And then it will allow thousands of customers across, not only for even for Islamic clothes. It actually works for Western as well.
So basically, you guys are saying that you're providing it on WordPress or Shopify. Is that correct?
Yes, and then even custom. So if there's any coder who made a whole
Laravel websites or any custom websites, we can get that done too. Yeah, easy. Okay, that's awesome. And then you've talked a bit about the features. Now, how does the AI automatically adjust for different fabric styles and regional modesty preferences? So you're talking about the company. So like, if you can talk a bit about that, would be good.
And as I said, it's not only limited to modest clothing. It goes up and beyond to even Western clothing. And then of course I've seen a lot of other.
Yeah, it can be used. It can be used for any. It can be used for any, like a variety of, like, even if you're selling T-shirts, even if you're selling any sort of stuff that requires sizing, your app can work on that.
Yes, and then the best thing is there's a lot of people who are doing print on demand and all this stuff, and even drop shipping and all this stuff. And then the biggest problem with them is they have the product, because of course they're selling someone else's product. They have the product, but the problem is there's nothing that's making them unique. So to actually stand out in the market, and then if you're getting traffic, you actually look for the customers to come and see that you're bringing innovation, and then you're bringing new tech, and then get inspired by that, and then get a lot of tech enthusiasts also to just look into it. So if that part is always missing in a store, and then I get thousands of people asking me every day that why I'm not getting sales. I think that is the reason, that we are missing innovation, and then the part of innovation is with us. So it's available, and then I think you can contact DSM, or you can contact Zohar for actually reselling or even getting the virtual sizing on board for your store, and then we can enable it. And then it's as easy as, even for for some people, they've been contacting me, and then it's as simple as, I'll give you one line of code, that's it, Like that's you can say a word from me or
Yeah, so basically the integration is as smooth. The integration is smooth, easy. It's like, it's nice and easy from the DSM's end, so we can definitely get that done. So what customization options like sleeve length, neckline, or like layering advices are available with this app?
Yeah, so we're looking forward to adding a couple of more features according to how different people are actually wearing their attire, and then
Yeah.
maybe we look forward to actually add an AI which can actually give recommendations as well, which is later on down the path maybe, because at the moment the visual sizing, the only job it caters is to actually do visual sizing. So it tells you the exact
Yeah.
size for you, and then how it can fit different thobes, or how it can fit what size on our store. So we have different sizes for the thobes, and then it tells you which size actually fits you best. And then in future it will actually look, because of course if a user is entrusting us with his data such as his image, we might as well give him some recommendations. So if he's getting a thobe, let's say he wants to get sizes for the bespoke Moroccan thobe or whichever thobe, so he just goes onto the product page, he just presses the sizing button. Now he uploads the image, so we might as well tell him that, oh, with this thobe this Hamdania looks really nice, so you might as well try it.
Yeah.
And then
You can give them like a styling. You can give them a styling recommendation that which thing goes with which.
yes, and then the best thing is that can also be done according to cultural and locational aspects. So if you're in Australia, we might as well look up how the modest culture or how you're actually wearing or whatever the fashion sense you have there, and then we can optimize those suggestions according to that. Because currently, if you go to the Zoho.store website, you already get AI-based suggestions. If you go in each product, there's actually AI-based suggestions at the end. So if you scroll down to the product page, there's suggestions already there. So that go nice, and then this type of sections. And then because we have a great WordPress team and then great Shopify team, so we're actually looking forward to upselling some of these features into the cart page as well. So if people add to cart, and then they can just see, oh, this Umdania looks nice with this soap, so I might as well get it, or something like this. But with AI, I think the best thing is we can use one of those new fancy models like Llama 4. So it's out, and then it has crazy amount of parameters, and then it's crazy good, and then we can just use that and then allow users to actually upload an image and then get suggestions, and then text-based suggestions or voice-based suggestions, like the AI talking with you, like I'm talking with you, and then you're talking with me. The AI can be talking to you and then telling you how to actually improve. But you can let us know if you're actually interested about that in the comment section or by liking, and then we'll actually look into it and then make it into a reality.
Yeah, sure. Well, you can always we can always white label the sizing, AI sizing, to any company, and we can cater to their needs as per what they're selling. So that's like in conclusion. So we'll move on to the next question. So how can e-commerce retailers reduce return rates and boost customer confidence with this virtual sizing?
I think one of the best things also is, as I said, is the innovation aspect. Your store is always missing that wow factor, and then this is the wow factor you're looking for, I believe. And then the best thing is, because we're just starting out, I think we'll definitely look forward to a collaboration with all people that actually contact us, and then we can even look forward to how to customize, like you said, how to customize it or how to improve it, or even reduce the
Yeah.
cost or whatever is needed according to the customer, because we're always looking for collaboration in your.
Okay, so how do individual shoppers use it to find the right thobe or hijab without visiting the store?
It's like a USB, plug and play, and then that's it. You do not need anything extra for it. You do not need an extra camera. You do not need any piece of extra hardware. You do not need to buy any type of sensor. It's just limited to your phone, which is always in your pockets.
That's awesome. So basically, like, yeah, it's quite easy to integrate. So it's not hard to integrate at all. And even like about the kiosks, man. I think Walid, we were talking about this earlier, bro. In terms of like buying a TV and stuff and putting a camera on top of it, so you can do many cool things. Like we had that client in Saudi Arabia that we catered to. Unfortunately, we can't disclose the name, but we had a client in Saudi Arabia, a big name in there, and then we gave them like a TV and stuff, and then they put the camera on top, and then Walid can tell you what the background of that was.
That's the actually one of the best thing I like about it. And then anything in tech, we're actually providing something called the application programming interface. So it's APIs. So any developer across the globe, anyone out of United States, anyone out of Australia, anyone out of the globe can actually contact us, and then we'll give him access to the actual code base. because we believe that software is for everyone. So he can access our software, he can access the AI for free, and then he can actually make his own product on it if he can. So that actually enabled us to get great ideas how we can expand it to even kiosks, and then those kiosks are actually enabled without any human intervention or any human supervision. So it's running on itself. How it's running on itself is it has an AI which actually operates based on your gestures. So if you do like a thumbs up, it would capture an image of yourself, and then it will upload to the AI, and then it will get results of your measurements. And then everything was operated on the kiosk. So I think that allows everyone across the globe to actually be using it for different types of purposes, different types of case scenarios. And then the best thing is we're looking at a community of developers to actually collaborate with us, improve the code with us, rather than actually putting the code behind the walls of commercialization. We're actually looking forward to developers to reach out and collaborate with us to make something greater than what we have.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Okay, so how can customers try a live demo or sign up for early access? I know you guys mentioned earlier that it's on Zohd store. Other than that, do you guys have anything else to add to that?
I believe for the the beta access for the application programming interfaces, and then the custom integrations. So the one line of code I'm talking about is called an iframe code. So all of the coders there will know what it is, and then with a single iframe, you can just put it on your website, and then it will be integrated easily. But for that, you would need to apply on not Zohd but Digital Software Market, and then we have a product page on there. So you need to go there and then ask them, and then they'll actually provide you with all the access. So because I think they've helped us greatly to actually develop such a product, because it's not easy to develop AI. There's cost of a lot of hosting, because it's not easy to create an AI just out of an apartment. You need to buy a lot of stuff.
Definitely. Have a team, you need to have resources.
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
So, and then
makes sense.
Yes, so you can contact them, and then I believe they're a great team of developers as well, and then they'll provide you access to the APIs, to the WordPress stuff, and then everything, and then to actually white label it or sell it yourself or make something new using it as a backend or as an infrastructure and build on it. You can actually go ahead and then contact them, and then they'll get in touch. I think currently the new trend of AI is MCPs. So if there's any developer who knows MCPs, then he can also contact them, and then we can look forward to integrating it as well. Let's see if someone actually hops on.
Nice, that's good. Yeah, why not, man? So where can interested partners learn more and join the waitlist, guys? Let us know.
I think for more personalized collaboration, you can also head over to info@digitalsoftwaremarket.com right here, and then I suppose that number will be also there. You can just call us, you can even text us. We're very approachable. Even a comment on this video will get you an instant reply. So we're just waiting for you, I guess.
Nice, guys. So yeah, head over to Digital Software Market. They've been in the business since 1994, so it's not a new company. And yeah, let's talk a bit about behind the scenes. So about the AI virtual sizing app. So tell us a bit about the development process, guys. So how did you collect and curate body measurement data respectfully of privacy and cultural norms, not just hacking people's computers and taking it like that?
Yeah, and then the best part is, even if I tried right now and then upload my picture onto it, I won't have access to that picture once I've uploaded to it. And then even me, as I have the access to the backend, I even can't see who uploaded what image, and then I even can't see the images. So what happens is, as you upload, they are actually streamed in an encrypted format to the server, and then the server encrypts them all over again. So if anyone actually inside of the company even gets access to the servers, he'll have nothing but a ciphertext or an encrypted text, and then what he could do is nothing out of it. It would take him days just to crack it, and then once he cracks it, the problem is we're still using some encryption which would just show him the image in an unstructured way. So he would still have no access, and then you can be 100% sure that once you upload an image, it's going into safe hands. Just trust me, it doesn't even go to me. I cannot even access any image. So once you upload it, it's gone. It's only read.
That's good. It's good to know that you guys have safety and security first. So that's awesome. So how long did it take you guys to go from the initial concept to a working prototype? Like how long did that process take?
The thing is, we do not have any data. In AI, we need data to actually train the AI. So there's no we tried many open source alternatives. We tried Kaggle, we tried many different platforms, and then we weren't able to find any proper pictures of actually people wearing Eastern clothes, like shalwar kameez or thobes. Because if we need data to train the AI, we do not have any kind of data. We even look forward to actually watching thousands of Islamic videos and then capturing the images from those movies. But the problem is there's a lot of copyright stuff, and then still it takes ages to actually do it. So the easiest way is to actually use the customer base that we already have. So I'm sure once all those images were actually uploaded to us, we take proper consent that we're actually going to be using it for training the AI, and then based on if the customer has allowed us, then only we use his image and then train the AI on it. And then for each customer, we use 5 to 10 images of each customer, and then if because mashallah we have a lot of customers and some of them had unique profiles. Actually, some of them had great heights. So once we made it, we figured out that some of the data points, like people with good height, were actually not working. So we had to specially go out and get in touch with these people to get us some more data samples, so we can do some more testing and then improve it and then get the best out of both worlds. Have a working app plus have the correct amount of data. So that's only the reason we were able to get up to 90% accuracy. And then we're looking forward to creating more benchmark tests and then showing you proper results on this Instagram channel, and then you can look into it, and then maybe we'll also look into some researches and then publish those researches regarding how we did the complete process of training in AI, and then especially in AI that can change the world with how we see Eastern fashion.
That's awesome, man. That's good to know. So let's talk a bit about the brands and apps using the AI Islamic virtual sizing. You guys talked a bit about Zohd Store, that actually is in Australia one of the biggest brands, and they've actually been running it for like the last few months, and yeah, it's been going well for them. And also we've worked with also some brands in Saudi Arabia as well that are trying to implement the same solution in their markets and their retail outlets.
So I think a lot of people do not understand that fashion requires innovation. I mean, fashion requires uniqueness. And this is one part that is really, really important in that innovation, and then that new or that wow factor, as I said. A lot of people actually also ask that why in fashion do we have those catwalks and those fashion shows? And then one of the reason is just not to actually advertise the clothing or not to advertise or sell the clothing products, but the main reason is to actually bring new ideas into the market. So I would encourage people to actually also look into new ideas such as this.
Yeah, 100%. You need to be innovating to be ahead of the market. This is where brands like Zohd Store and the brands that we're working with in Saudi, like ahead of the game, because they're actually innovating and they're having stuff on their platforms which other brands don't have.
Yeah, exactly, that's very important.
Okay, so what improvements in conversion rates, return reductions, or customer satisfaction did these people see by using the AI Islamic sizing
So after installing the Islamic virtual sizing onto Zohd, what we got from Zohd was that because I believe this was the time when we had the Eid shows. So I believe Zohd actually advertised it a lot in those Eid shows, and then a lot of customers actually tried it over there. So definitely it's a game changer because people actually get to try the software in real time, and then we do not have the exact stats in terms of how much improvement they had, but the surveys we did on the spot at the stalls in Melbourne and all, what we resulted is that a lot of people actually liked the way it worked, and then they were very happy that they can actually do this stuff at the ease of their hand, at the ease of their home or anything. So I think it will definitely improve because we're looking into stats as well, and then slowly Zohd, mashallah, every day we see it's growing. So let's see, because a lot of customers have actually started trying it. We get up to 15, 20 to 25 people to try it on a daily basis, and then all of them at this point we have received very little to no complaints, and then most of them are in love with it, I'd rather say. So let's see, hopefully let's hope for the best and see how it goes forward, inshallah.
Okay, sure. Are there any success stories for small boutiques versus large e-commerce platforms?
We did try it because we did try to launch it independently before actually implementing it on Zohd. We tried to launch it independently and get people to just try it as a SaaS product or just try it as a simple product. Walking down the street, they can scan any piece of clothes they like, and then they can get, they can see if they fit in the piece of cloth, and then see if they're actually in that particular size, and then all that stuff. But later on, we figured out that the best way to actually use this is in an online store, where already we're getting good amount of traffic. So we'll be looking forward to only running it in big e-commerce stores going off on forward, and then same collaboration we'll look forward to.
Okay, awesome. So let's talk about customer testimonials, guys. So, what do shoppers say being able to try on thobe or even a hamdaniya like what I'm wearing over here virtually?
Yeah, so that's one of the great parts, because this currently what we're the agenda is to actually be on virtual sizing. So I try to go around that. So in virtual sizing, the part is that we try to get measurements. So we're using different data points across your body. So what happens is when you put a picture there, we're using different data points, and then we mark each area of your picture of your body. So let's say you have a picture like this. So what we will do is essentially then we will mark your hand with the data point. We'll mark each part of your body with a vector, and then we'll use that vector as a differentiating point to calculate your height and all that differences. So of course it will help you in terms of your head size and all that other sizes, so you can know which material or which top or which actually fashion product will fit best on you. So according to your body, will you actually get like a tight fit, or will you actually get like a oversized, or which type of fitting would you fit best in. And then in future I would really be interested in integrating actually other type of fashion accessories, such as even watches. I have a small wrist, and then the biggest problem for me is I do not know which one to buy, the one with the one with the smaller dial or one with the bigger dial, like brother Sadeh is using. So I do not know which one to actually get for myself, because my wrist is small, and then unfortunately I do not know which one to actually get. And then I'm looking forward to integrating these features to actually know which type of accessory will fit according to my sizes, and then not even thobes or hamdaniyas, but beyond this. Let's see.
Inshallah, guys. This sounds great. How has virtual sizing impacted the customer's confidence and their willingness to buy online?
Yes, so the problem is, if you ask me, I'm not a good fashion guy, I'm good in t-shirts. But the problem is I talk to a lot of people, and then what they're really worried about is that in order to actually in order to buy any piece of cloth, they would actually nowadays have to travel, especially a custom fitted cloth or a bespoke piece. They would have to travel all the way to a good tailor who they trust, and then they would have to get their sizes listed down, then get it, made. But now the only thing you have to do is nothing. You can do it all at your house. You do not have to take a step out. You can just take a picture and get it done. That's it. So I think it will definitely attract a lot of customers, because when people will know that we have this kind of an AI which would require them to do least amount of efforts, they will definitely be interested in actually using it. So I'm looking forward to this attracting a lot of customers as well. And then I think it's more than a heaven for the customers too, because they'll be able to access everything at the ease of their buttons. And then they can just take out a phone. They like a piece of cloth, they can take out a phone, click a picture, and then go back and then talk about the picture with AI, and then get it sorted for themselves. They won't have to talk to any single person. They will not have to travel any place else to meet a custom tailor or anything. Now it's all sorted with us. Your trust is with us, and then we'll make you the best piece of cloth ever.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Like a one-stop shop, so you don't have to do much. You just get onto the AI sizing app, and then that basically does everything for you. Makes everything easy and faster and efficient. Okay, so any standout quotes about the convenience or accuracy of the tool?
So the standard quotes I got from my beta users, we tried with the team of 50 here in with my team. So all the people, when they tried it out, some of them had problems due to the height, so we've resolved that now. Some of them, they had shorter heights, some of them had huge heights, and they weren't really optimum as what we were expecting as inputs from to the AI. So what one of the best quote that I got was that you're actually making more introverts in the world. Why this quote? Because this way people do not even have to travel outside to get a size for their clothes. They can do everything at their home. And then I actually got people trying this out just so that they can copy our sizes and then give it to other people, like custom custom tailors of jackets and then custom tailors of hoodies and then all that stuff, and then they just copy the same sizing that our AI tells them, and then gives copy that sizing and then give it to their manufacturer all over other part of the world. And then inshallah will aim to actually end this by launching hoodies and then t-shirts on Zohar as well. So people do not have to reach out to other manufacturers to get that done. They can get everything done at one place, and then they can just use the AI as well for the hoodies as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. So you can use it for any particular piece of cloth that you have. It's just a matter of integrating the AI or training the AI on it. Okay, that's awesome. And also I wanted to add, man, like you were talking about the Icho, you're talking about Zohad, like we had over 50 plus people with video reviews, man, of the quality and of the like the AI sizing. And so basically they got a lot of, because we're talking about customer testimonials here, so they got a lot of testimonials on Zohad Store, and you can even see the reels now. They're live on the Instagram Zohad Store, so you can go over there and check those customer testimonials out as well. So guys, let's wrap this up, and like we're going to be talking about the future roadmap. So which new categories, like say for example children wear, men thobes, will the tool support next?
As I said, I'm really keen on actually integrating it for accessories as well. So some accessories we already have on the website, like you see the Palestinian pin, or yeah, we even have the
Yeah.
scrubs for women and then stuff we already have. And then we also have some kid accessories as well, the kid hoodies and then all that stuff. But the problem is, there's still a lot of categories that we're missing in Zohar, because Zohar it's centric towards more Eastern clothing, and then we're not doing a lot of watches or a lot of any Western aspect mainly. So in future, in the very future, I believe we'll look into actually integrating watches and then maybe necklaces even, or even future integration beyond this. And then one feature I'm really keen on is, I think the technology is not really there yet. We're a lot far behind, but I'll actually look into integrating it into the metaverse. The Uncle Zuckerberg, the one who's doing the metaverse, and then the Apple Vision Pro, and then integrating it into AR and VR, so people can actually wear it, and then they'll be able to see virtual reality and then augmented reality all around them, and then they can actually touch any piece of cloth, and then essentially they will see their own size, and then they will see if it fits them or not, right into their glasses. So one of the really feature I'm keen on is AR and VR. So let's see if we can actually get this done in next couple of few years. Because this one, I think it's far behind. There's no one actually. We're going good in AI in terms of the progression, but AR VR we're a bit far. So let's see if we can integrate and actually launch our own glasses. I'm looking forward to actually launching our own like AR VR glasses, and then people can this way, and it will be a one-stop shop for fashion. So it will be recognizing all fashion clothing around them, and then they can just be touching the cloth or just talking to the AI right into their glasses about the piece of cloth. So let's see if we can do that
Yep.
into the future roadmap.
Yeah, inshallah, why not, man? Why not? So you're talking about the AR VR. So I wanted to dwell a little bit into that. So what AR VR enhancements are planned to make virtual try-on even more immersive?
Yes, so we're already looking into features like augmented reality features for only iOS users. We already have some stuff implemented on the website, which is you can see like a Hamdania or a Kifia in real life. So you can, of course, you won't be able to touch it, but you'll be able to virtually see it in your own environment and then all that stuff. So we've already got that done. But the part what I really want is the glasses. So you just wear like an immersion goggles, and then you'll be able to, that will be like a one-stop shop for your fashion destinations. So wherever you go, like you're going for shopping, it will be actually analyzing all pieces of clothes around you and then telling you what's the best fit for you. So we're really looking forward to that, because we already have the infrastructure and everything built. But the problem is we need really big resources, and then we do not have that kind of collaborations at the moment to actually make such big technology, because AR VR is a big shot. Even Uncle Zuckerberg with all those resources still couldn't build something that amuses me. So I look forward to getting a big resource or like a big funding or any investors who actually look forward to invest on this type of a feature, and then we can start. Otherwise, it's a bit down the road for us in DSM, because with DSM we prioritize how we're making sales, and then of course we prioritize how people actually use the product itself. So at the moment for that, it's a bit far because our clients are not centric towards tech. So let's see if we can do it in the near future.
Okay, awesome, man. Sounds really good. Sounds interesting. Now, let's wrap it up with just this final question. So, how can partners integrate deeper analytics to fine tune their own collections?
Yep. So we have an application on the current DSM website, a Hotjar similar application, and then it is only used as an internal tool at the moment. So how it works is it's going to track all the clicks, and then we're also looking to even track the eye movements. So similarly now I'm focused on Brother Saad at the moment, and we're looking right into his face, and then now the AI, it will be able to actually detect where I'm looking at, and then it will also be able to detect the way I'm doing all those scrolls. So it will tell me which sections are getting the most attraction, and then I can improve those sections. So that software is also up on DSM, and then you can contact for that software to be installed. And then once you have that software in combination with virtual sizing, then I think nobody can stop you in terms of getting those sales in, because you can understand where you're getting the traffic, and then you can also have that innovation part in your store. And then the best part is, no matter whatever you're doing 3PL, you're doing shipping, you're doing drop shipping, whatever you're doing, you have innovation with you, and then you have the second step, tracking with you. Both steps once you have, I think nobody can stop you.
Oh, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So let's just wrap it up. Join us on this journey. Discover modesty perfected by machine learning. Ready to integrate or want early access? Head to digitalsoftwaremarket.com and sign up today. Wassalama.